to 60 months plus free delivery. That's right, no interest for up to 60 months plus free delivery. These snowed-in savings are only available at your local Ashley store.
Download the Local 3 News and Weather apps now.
Let's add a little color to these dreary January days and color Chattanooga pink. That's what Tyler Carmen and Beaumont Covert are encouraging all of us to do beginning this Saturday. They are the co-chairs for Pink 2024, part of CHI Memorial's outreach to fight breast cancer. So good to see you both.
So nice to be here.
You look very rested to be the Pink co-chairs, although I guess you should, because it's like the easiest, it's the hardest ticket to get, but it's the easiest event, I think, to get support for in town, right?
We're very fortunate because we have had a community that rallied around us since we became the chairs. We have had tremendous sponsorship, buy-in, and the auction, our silent and live auction items.
Yeah.
We've been so grateful for everyone being so willing to support us.
Well, I love the idea of the colored Chattanooga pink, and I don't know how many years now we've been doing it, but it's so fun to watch because the whole city seems to really get supportive of this, Tyler. Even the aquarium, I think, will often change the top of it.
It's fantastic. It's just been amazing over the last 5-10 years that really with Color Chattanooga Pink that everyone has just got on board, even from restaurants having pink themed cocktails to we're doing over 1,500 coffee sleeves at local coffee shops from here to Cleveland. And then also our t-shirts that are available for people to purchase at I think over 20 different boutiques around town.
And Wendy's, what is Wendy's doing?
So all 18 local Wendy's are the sponsors of Color Chattanooga Pink Week this year, and they are passing out over 700 t-shirts to their employees to wear for the week. They're also putting over 150 signs in front of all their drive-thrus, and then every bag that goes out of the takeout is going to have a sticker on there for whoever gets it that they can click on, or they can do their QR code on their cell phone and end up having an opportunity to donate or at least learn more about Pink.
So my memory goes back far enough, and y'all's probably will too, that I can remember when you whispered it if there was a breast cancer diagnosis. It was just not something that you talked about, remember?
It seemed very personal, your struggle and what you went through. It certainly touched my family. I know that it has touched yours, and I can't imagine anyone who hasn't had someone that they loved going through this. But I think that 19 years ago when we started Pink, it was important for us to celebrate the survivor, have friends and family who were supporting the survivor find a night of joy and celebration and really lean into what is so wonderful about this community.
And the week, because not everyone will be able to go to the gala when Pink takes place, but everybody will be driving around and going out to eat or getting a bite at Wendy's or buying a t-shirt, whatever it might be. And so just subliminally, the realization of what far we've come, I guess, in the fight against breast cancer, but how pervasive it tends to be.
Well, I think that it's important for survivors to feel supported and to feel the community around them. So that is part of the Color Chattanooga Pink effort. But also our online auction begins. All of this is kicking off on the 20th until the night of the gala for the 27th. So there are ways for everyone to participate in whichever way they feel.
So if we can't be at the gala, we can still take part in the online auction?
Absolutely.
And that begins on Saturday?
On Saturday.
The bidding begins? So have you been thrilled with the types of
it's been amazing.
Offerings coming in?
Things
that you're giving away?
I think we have more items this year than we've ever had in the past. Great diversity in items. And I would say the other thing besides just the auction that really we want to emphasize is all the money raised here stays local. It all goes to local causes. It all goes to help the local community. And at the same time, if you can't do the auction, if you can't come to the gala, if you can't buy a t-shirt, at least hopefully this will raise awareness for maybe you to think about getting checked, getting screened for cancer, just to remember that this is something that is in our community and is in our lives that we need to continue to raise awareness for.
Yeah, not to make it too personal, but y'all were telling me off camera that your mother-in-law had breast cancer twice.
Twice.
You have like 3, I think you said, family friends who fought it
In the last couple of years.
in the last couple of years. I mean, like you said, everybody probably knows at least 1 or 2 people.
What's so important too about the money staying here locally is that it is we have an endowment fund where survivors can apply to have their children receive some funds if they're having a hard time. If someone is uninsured, there is money that can be donated to that family to help that person get the care that they need.
Yeah.
Our 2 mobile mammography coaches are going out into the community to make sure that people who otherwise would not be getting a mammogram are getting checked, because early detection is the most important tool that we have.
And you know, on the insurance side of things, it's ironic, I've had conversations, quite a few, just the last couple of weeks maybe, with people I know who've had an experience with breast cancer, all of whom had insurance. And this is nothing about insurance really, but there's always extra that the
Always.
insurance does not
Always.
cover. So if you think, well, they have insurance, they must be okay, it's quite a high bill.
And it's very hard to manage that side of things when you're ill. So it's so nice to feel like you are part of a community that is willing to walk the walk with you.
So what a fun excuse to go buy a pink light bulb if that's all you do and put it in your living room lamp.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just a fun, this part is about, again, the joy.
Right.
And celebrating.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that is something that we're just trying to offer and put out there, as much as the treatment and the cutting edge things that we're trying to do on the medical side.
And the timing, I think, is also good because a friend of mine who's a small business owner put a thing on Facebook last night saying, hey, a lot of the small businesses have been impacted the last few days with the snow and the ice. So please think about going out to eat and shopping your local small businesses. So now they'll have the pink offerings, so it's a double
Absolutely,
win.
yes.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
So to be part of the silent auction, where do they go to bid?
They can go through the social media for Pink Gala or for Color Chattanooga Pink. There are links going to be in both of those in the next week where they can be able to go online and access that.
Okay, on all the social medias.
Absolutely. And if you do dress in pink, if you do get a t-shirt, if you do put a pink light in your chandelier, please go to our social media and post it. We want you to tag us.
Yeah.
That's
We
right.
would love that.
Can't forget that part.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank
have
you.
fun at the gala. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
Thank you.
A 15-year-old mystery, a case as cold as the hard North Georgia ground.
There still may be someone out there that knows something.
Who killed